How's it going, everybody? Thanks for stopping in and checking out the Rocky Mountain EDC channel. I'm really excited to do a little unboxing and first impressions video for you guys today. This is a new acquisition for my collection, so I did acquire this through the use of my own money, so this has not been given to me for free or anything like that. This is something that I personally wanted to purchase and check out. So I'm excited to share this unboxing with you guys and just kind of get some of my initial impressions. So obviously, just getting right into the video, we can see that this is going to be a CJRB. Right off the bat, CJRB, really nice packaging and box. And we open this up here, we see a kind of a nylon carrying case. Oh, a little loop strap there. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Yeah, so like a nice little nylon case to keep your knife in. This is, honestly, the little stuff like this when you buy knives. I know Civivi and WE is pretty common for doing this, and some other knife companies as well. But when you make a purchase and maybe you're not a knife collector, you're not someone that wants to collect a ton of knives. Maybe you just want to get one knife and that be it. Getting one of these little cases with it for something to keep your knife in, keep it safe, keep it protected, keep it away from the elements, whatever, right? Maybe if you want to put your knife in here, chuck it in your truck or your glove box or something, that's a nice addition. So it's always nice to see stuff like this. And, it seems fairly good quality, obviously not the highest quality thing in the world, but still we have a nice little nylon case here. So getting in here, get rid of that. Very nice packaging, making sure that your knife is taken care of. And it looks like they give a little microfiber cloth here with the CJRB logo on there. Nice. Very cool. Always nice to keep that so you can keep your knife up to maintenance. And it looks like it has this little kind of felt kind of inside here, and you got two little slits. So you could put two knives in here if you wanted, which is kind of cool. So yeah, keep your knife safe in there. Nice little nylon pouch. Always like to see that with pocket knives. So let's get into the knife itself. So they do put it in this nice little Ziploc plastic bag here. Keep it safe. Oh, all right. Yeah, so if you guys can already tell, obviously with the title of the video as well, this is going to be the CJRB Pyrite. And the version I have here is going to be the Wharncliffe and stainless steel coated both the blade and the stainless steel handle as well. I'm not really sure what the coating is, if this is paint or if it's like a DLC coating. I'm not sure. I need to look that up. Yeah, so if anyone knows, please let me know if this is just a painted coating or if this is like a DLC coating on here. Very interesting, because that's going to really change how well the coating, whether it's paint, it's going to just chip off. If it's DLC, it's going to last a long time. So that'll determine how much scratching and wear it shows. Some people like the wear, some people don't. The biggest thing, I don't really care about the handle material showing the wear, but I do care about how the blade is coated. Painting the blade is kind of pointless, so I don't really see that, but I would hope that this is going to be some type of durable coating. But yeah, so kind of right off the bat, right, this is that black version. It's all black. Even the hardware is black. The only things that are not coated is going to be the actual button for the button lock itself, and the little barrel spacers back here, and then the actual locking mechanism and this little stop pin back there. So pretty nice. If you like the black look, this is really cool. I'm actually really digging it. I typically am not a coated blade person or a coated fan in general. A lot of my knives, I typically prefer uncoated, right? But I just thought I'd change it up a little bit. They do obviously have the standard stainless steel kind of metallic look, and then the uncoated blade as well. They have a lot of variations, and this one just kind of stood out to me. Thought it was really cool. Yeah, so right off the bat, this is kind of this is the second button lock that I've owned. So the other one is the Remet Knives Canyon, and I can tell you right now, that this is how I imagine a button lock should feel. There's no lock stick. It's super smooth. It is set up for, I mean, it's set, the D10 is perfect for a button lock, which is really nice. And then obviously this is my first time holding the Pyrite and just kind of looking at it. I mean, this is a nice knife. This is very well designed, just kind of both ergonomically, in terms of, you know, where everything's placed, where this hole is placed. Let me see if I can reverse flick it. Oh yeah, that's perfect for that. That feels really good in terms of opening. So you have a lot of different opening options. Let me see that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, when it comes to opening it up with the thumb, I feel like this actually feels better with a slow roll than it does with trying to flick it out with your thumb. Obviously not solely, you know, the opening being the end-all be-all for the knife, but it is nice to know, is the knife comfortable to open? When I go to pull out my knife and I'm going to open up the blade, can I reliably and confidently and comfortably open up the blade without it fighting against me, right? And I think that this does that very nice. Actually, I like the slow roll opening better than trying to flick it out with my thumb. The reverse flick is really nice, and then obviously you can open it with just the button lock. So really cool on just the opening part. Just kind of first, this is great. I mean, this is well executed as far as a knife goes. I mean, this is going to be in the budget category. This is $49.99 before tax. So, you know, this is by no means a high-end knife, but this feels, I mean, I just feeling the action and how it opens, just kind of looking at the details of everything. Let me see what kind of, just kind of curious as what kind of washers it has in there. Is it on ball bearings? I can't tell. I got to look that up. I see a plastic component, kind of looks like nylon washers. It might be on ball bearings. It feels way too smooth for this to be on nylon washers. It has to be a nylon component with it being the cage for the ball bearings. Yeah, because this is really smooth. That's really nice. Yeah, just, I mean, you know, just kind of looking at the fit and finish, looks really nice. This looks like it was well made. There is a little bit of grease coming out of the pivot, so they did oil it before doing that. Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, obviously the Pyrite is not a new knife. It's new for me. So, you know, I kind of, when I go and scope out knives, I obviously, you know, like some people maybe watching this video, I go out and I look at reviews and I see what do people say. And sometimes I'm a little wary about knives that get a ton of hype because, you know, sometimes you find a knife, there's a ton of hype around it, you get it, or you try it out and you're like, yeah, okay, it's cool, but I don't know if I want to purchase the money on it. And I think just by opening this up and looking at it, this is really cool. I really like this. I am a big Elementum, CVV Elementum fan, and I like this better than the Elementum. So let's just kind of pull out the Elementum, because that's kind of, I would say, big competitor. Now, obviously, CVV has their button lock Elementum 2, which is going to be much more, I would say, more comparable to the Pyrite. But yeah, I mean, they're very similar. I would say that, you know, if you went in a head-to-head, possible future versus video on the channel, that these would be going head-to-head. They're very similar. They're both very minimalistic. They're both in a very similar price range. They're going to have very similar handles, steel materials, things like that. Yeah, so I can just tell you right now, and obviously the button lock is going to be contributing to that, but I like this better than, just from first impressions, and it's not very long, I like this better than the Elementum. And that's saying something. I have 3 Elementums, and I love all of them. So this is very interesting. I really like this, just on first view here. Yeah, this is really nice. That button lock feels really good. The big thing, I know there's obviously a lot of videos out there with the button lock. Some people don't say that they're very safe. They can fail. Let's just kind of, I'm just kind of curious. Let's kind of test it out here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's, yeah, the lock's fine. It's sturdy. There's no play, nothing. it's good. Let's see how it feels if I'm up here doing stuff. Obviously, if I, you know, intentionally try to put my index finger there, but let's just kind of grip down and see. Yeah, no, I mean, you got to be very intentional with that. Obviously, I know that button locks are not a new thing, but for me, that's kind of always the question, right? I do have another button lock knife. It has a little bit more lock stick. So this one feels a little bit more user-friendly, a little bit softer, but with that, I do want to see how it feels in terms of, okay, you're bearing down on it. Is that softer feel and that easier use, is it maybe more susceptible? It doesn't seem so. This seems, you know, it's placed well. I mean, I don't think a lot of people, when they're holding their knives, right, if you're holding the button lock, that you're going to be putting your thumb there. And even if you are putting their thumb there, and I'm putting some pressure down, okay, on this pivot, just in case anyone out there is, you know, looking into button lock knife or anything, I'm putting some pressure on this, and it's not moving, because you have to intentionally put a very precise point of pressure right on that button. So even just me pushing my thumb down, right, just with the kind of the meat of my thumb, without intentionally trying to get this spot, this doesn't move. That's not moving, right? So that's nice to know. I still, obviously, when it comes to safety of locks, if I'm gonna hard use something, I'm not gonna rely on a button lock. This is gonna be an everyday carry kind of thing, certain tasks. If I want a lock that's gonna be much more giving me reassurance and giving me the reassurance that it's gonna be fine, I would go something with a compression lock on the Spyderco, okay? Or an Axis lock or something, right? So this is, I mean, it's gonna take a lot for that to fail, right? So yeah, let's see how it looks up against the PM2 here. Obviously a little smaller, but yeah, really nice. Let's see, let's look at, this is what I was kind of curious about, because of looking at the dimensions. Very similar inside. If you're looking into this knife, this is almost identical in size to the Benchmade Bug Out. I mean, they're almost like dead the same. Even the lines, even the way the handle is. I wonder if CJRB actually got inspiration from the Bug Out. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, very similar lines and everything. This is almost identical. So if you really like the size of the Bug Out, the standard Bug Out, you like the feel, you kind of like the ergonomics, this is going to have very similar feel to that. The only difference is this is stainless steel handles. Let me see, does it have liners on the inside? That looks like just one solid piece of steel for each handle piece, each scale side. But yeah, this is going to add some weight in the hand, and it does actually kind of feel good. It does feel good in the hand. There is some extra weight. If you don't like the weighty feel, you might not enjoy that. But they do have a ton of versions of this, obviously. I kind of like that weighty feel. Kind of feels good. But yeah, this is great. I'm digging this. This is really cool. And kind of the last thing I kind of want to just touch on here in terms of the video and the impressions. This is, let's see what steel they're using. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's see. Yeah, it's not getting in focus, but this is AR RPM 9. I do have another CJRB, the CJRB Crag, and that is also an AR RPM 9. It is a powdered steel developed particularly from CJRB, and honestly, it's a really good steel. I haven't had any complaints with it. It sharpens very nicely. It gets a really good edge. I mean, this thing gets super sharp in terms of the steel on the Crag. This feels very sharp out of the box, which is nice. Let's just see. This is what I got around me. This plastic here. Let's just kind of see how. Oh shoot! Yeah, ooh, that is sharp out of the box. Wow, that is nice. Obviously, I know that's plastic. Let me see if I can get some paper here. Let's just see here on this receipt paper. Oh yeah, that is crazy sharp out of the box. Wow. Wow. That is one of the sharpest knives I have ever gotten out of the box. That is insane. Well done, CJRB. This is nice. I'm really excited to carry this and check it out. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'm going to give a more in-depth video, kind of give you some impressions after I carry a little bit. But yeah, this is just kind of unboxing overview. Really cool. This seems just great. Just out of my first impressions, this seems really cool. So we'll kind of see through some use what are the pros and cons long term, kind of with use. What am I going to really like about it? What am I not going to like about it so much? So yeah, stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching, guys. Again, that is the CJRB Pyrite and the Wharncliffe. Love that blade shape, really cool. That black stainless steel coating and AR RPM 9 steel. So thanks for watching, guys. Check you later.